What's up, guys? Ion. I'm back, and I actually want to do two guides. First is going to be, well, let me explain something first. I'm getting rid of, or at least on my channel, okay, what anybody else does on my channel, I'm getting rid of two terms. Getting rid of free to play as a term, and I'm getting rid of pay to win as a term, because both are starting to actually be like racist terms towards each other. Like, people are looking down on people who are free to play, calling them cheap and everything else, and they're saying that people who free to play think they're entitled and there are food stamps and all that type of stuff. So I'm getting rid of that. I'm getting rid of pay to win on my channel, because pay to win, on the other hand, is starting to be like, oh, they're elitists, they're snobs and stuff like that. And not everybody is the case. There are people who are like that in gaming communities who just want to just keep talking crap and telling people all types of things, but not everybody is like that. So what I'm actually going to do from here on out is I am going to use in casual and hardcore. It's just, we're going to just call it casual if you're not paying anything, and hardcore if you're paying it. That's it. There's not going to be any type of stigma on top of it. I'm going to shut down any stigma on top of it. If I see it happen in my streams, on my channels, anything else like that, nobody's going to be disrespecting anybody. Everybody has a right to play the game how they see fit, and we're going to cut all that out right now because it's too negative now. It's too much raging going on. People are being too nasty to each other, and me personally, on my end, I'm going to shut that down. So, casual. Now, the way casual works is this is going to be a guide strictly for the casual people right now. So pay to win, I will see you next video. Don't worry, it's coming like same day, so don't even worry about it. Casual. These are the people who are not paying anything or pay a little. Like, paying a little is like, you pay like $5, $10, even $20 a week or something like that. That's still casual. You're not hardcore. That's pretty much what I am. Because I paid like between, $5, $10, $20, depending on what happens. If something hot is like the lucky board comes, then I'll pay something like $100. But, like right now, everybody who's along those lines are casual. Okay, so the things that you want to necessarily concentrate on is everything that actually coincides in, everything that coincides with groups, as far as not groups, as far as events, as far as the freer stuff. It's not even the word, but the things that are lower priced and of power, that's what you should concentrate on. And when I say stuff like that, things of power are things like this. Medium refinement rooms, this is something of power. Unless you are like devastated, like you just need characters, I wouldn't even look at this right now, because it's not going to benefit you. You're going to have these characters that have no power, and you're still going to lose. That's not the point. That's not the point of the game. This is a very giving game right now. 2.0 made the game very giving. You get a lot of EXP. You get a lot of items free. The number of seals that you get in a month is actually triple of what it was before. You can actually get around 30 seals in a month, and that's 3 times that you can actually go into a recruit ninja area. Let me go down right here so people know what I'm talking about. There's 3 times you can come up over here. Now, depending on what level you are, this is what you should do. If you're early levels, don't go too hard in this. Try if you have stuff like this, go free. I know it sucks. I know you're gonna be looking at these ninja, but there is nothing in these two that is going to be worth it in the long run. And I'm being totally honest with you. It's just not in the long run. You can somehow hope or pray or whatever else, but majority of everything inside this particular seal treasure in the beginning, you can get elsewhere. You can get Orochimaru, you can get Jiraiya, you can get Tsunade, you can get Deidara, you can get Tobi, you get Sasori, you get Kasami, you get Kakuzu, you get Daidan, you get Konin, and you can get Itachi. Chiho Shikamatsu of the 10 puppets is the only thing that you pretty much can't get that easily. Everything else here you can get, so you can just totally flat out skip this seal. Save it up. Now it gets a little bit more interesting for the Tendo seal, and even then I still wouldn't necessarily be bothered, because even though I have Hashirama, I didn't get Hashirama from Tendo seal. I got it from the lucky board, the packs. I got it from that. I didn't get it from this. Everything in here you will get eventually, over the course of time, free and everything else, even including Jiraiya and including Tendo. I'll explain Tendo towards the end. You guys already seen in China what happens with Tendo. Even Hashirama, if you want to spam out the lucky board, even as a free player, you can still get Hashirama as a free player. Like, you know, I didn't spam out the lucky board and I got him. Like, not really paying attention, but I still got him. The rest of the pains you get freely over the course of time, so you don't necessarily have to pay attention to the Tendo seal either. Alright, so here's where it starts to get more interesting, when you start getting to the Sage Naruto treasure. Now, you have two things once you get high enough to get to this treasure. You want to try to get Sage Naruto because he is a badass. He's a definite badass. You want to, like, Al is, but don't worry about getting Al because they're gonna effing give you Al. Like, trust me, you're gonna get Al. Don't worry about Sasori Tin Puppets and Orochimaru. They nerfed him a little bit, his usefulness, but he's still a good ninja. You also have a chance to get Itachi and Kasame and I believe Yamato in this seal. They're like, you know, just common ninja that they throw out at you every once in a while and stuff like that. So you'll get that type of stuff. So again, you know, back when I tell you don't worry about Itachi and all that type of stuff, you'll get ninja eventually like that. And of course you still have the events, so not necessarily worry about that. However, what I would do now that we're talking about free to play at 85, I should have said that. This is, well, stop saying free to play, casual at 85. That's what this means. Ignore all of this now and go straight to 5 Kage treasure. If you want to start spending and start seal pulling and everything else, go straight to 5 Kage. The reason why is because 5 Kage is stuffed with so many good ninja from A to Z that you can just make teams. Like, and even the crap that they send out to you, even they'll send Ao out at you, they'll send Kasame out at you, they'll even send Deidara out. Deidara will actually come from this stupid seal too, but it's definitely worth it to do 5 Kage treasure. Like, save up all your seals. I know it's gonna be hard, I know you're gonna be like, bruh, like, I'm leveling, but you can actually make it through the game and level. And it's so fast now with 2.0 that you can make it to the 5 Kage treasure, and then you have like all these seals as you're leveling. I'm talking as far as, like, you know, 0 to 85 casual. You should have like between 50 to 100 seals by the time you get the 5 Kage treasure. So with that said, you might actually have a chance to get Mei or Dari or even Killer Bee or Chijiro. Like, there's just so many ninja that you can get. You can get Oniki. You can get Gaara. Gaara is a badass. People really underestimate Gaara and the seal. The Gaara 5, the 5th Kazekage. He's a pretty bad, especially a survival. He's a badass in survival. With that immobile, what? Put him together with Great Ninja War Conqueror. If you can pick him up in events and stuff like that, nice. Now, also, you have the monthly ninja, which I know a lot of people who are leveling up may have already missed them. I'm sorry for you guys who are just coming into the game. So I know you're probably like, bro, I missed all that. Now, like, F this game. But don't worry about it because, like, there's monthly ninja every month. Even though this month is Jiraiya, and Jiraiya is actually a good substitute for Toby. Is what it is, but you know, he's a good substitute for Toby, for all you guys who are, you know, sad about the whole Toby thing and everything else like that. But don't be that sad about that, because there's plenty of ninja right here in the 5 Kage treasure that can replace Toby. So, like, whatever, just eat that and, like, you know, make a new build. All right, so now that I've actually talked about that, what you now want to do, and I keep saying this to people, and I see people do this all the time, is you want to do every single thing available to you in the game as a casual. You do not have leeway to be lazy. You are not hardcore. You don't have like money coming out the wazoo to actually get coins and things like that. So you need to be doing survival to your greatest potential. And by doing survival to your greatest potential, you get coins, and you have a chance to get 80 parts to a character, which is definitely, at least finish it. That's what you want to do. You at least want to finish it. Even if you can't go up in here and take all of this out, that's fine. If you can't take all of it out, you at least want to finish it. You have to. You definitely have to. And you also get stuff, which I saved all this so you can see. So Itachi parts. I'm probably, watch me not even get the Itachi part though, because that's, oh, I actually got it. Normally they G you and be like, nah bro, you ain't getting it. But see, this time they G'd me out of the summon scroll. But I'm fine, because I'll take the Itachi, because he get to like 5-star and I'll be cool with that. But again, I got coins. I got this is good for awakening right here and more parts. So definitely. Now people also no, I mean I didn't want to hit that. Now people, and I still didn't want to do that. Let me just start paying attention to what I'm looking here. All right. So the shops. We all aware that the shops are kind of like behind. I don't know why. They can explain why on their own, but they're behind and they should have more ninja than they have, but they just don't. But as you can see, you know, there's data, like I said in the seal, like don't worry about that. There's Kasame. You can build this up over time. You get coins. You need to be in the group. Get yourself in the group that at least attempts Great Ninja War. They at least attempt, so you can at least get a little bit of coins, even if they don't win. At least attempts it, so you can get yourself some coins. Start getting these characters out. Karin is a good character, like entry level character for you to actually start out messing with. I would skip Anko. Kasame is alright. I'm not too sure that I would really be bothered with him because like this is basically from me doing like seals and stuff like that. I never really spent much anything towards him in here. Data is pretty good in Great Ninja War. Still to go, you know, bust out his little bomb strategy and stuff like that. It's not as great as it used to be at 2.0, but it's still useful. And then you have the medium level refinements, which is definitely useful. I'm stacking these, so when the event comes up, I'll probably just even add even more into that. This 46 right here, I didn't pay anything for this 46. This is just the stuff that I got from the event. I'm gonna show you where the 46 came from in a second. Same thing with Arena right here. Itachi, if you want to get him, I kind of steer away from Itachi. You can actually push Kankuro though really easy with Arena to 5-star. He's pretty good for survival. If you don't have the Great Ninja War one, you can just use him with the normal Gaara, and you can actually get the normal Gaara in the black market shop. Like you can just piece them together in there and get normal Gaara in there. And actually 2-star Gaara is actually not that bad. I like his overall. His special seems like it hits harder than when you upgrade him to the 3-star. Like I don't know how that's possible, but it seems like it. You also have Kurenai here. Kurenai, truth be told, when she actually gets her skill breaks and the skill break system that you guys will come to find out a bit, in the future, she becomes really, really good. Both of these characters, Itachi and Kurenai, become really good in the skill break system. Choji is just like, whatever. Get Great Ninja War Choji and forget that this one even existed. And then you have Hidan. Hidan is great for Great Ninja War. Not Great Ninja War, for Rank Battle. But he kind of is like, you know, like he's alright. He's alright. He's useful. You can find use for him. Over here in Rank Battle, you see right here, I have so much of these ranking store things that I just went ahead and I'm gonna start, you know, piecing together Sasori. I already have Hinata 5-star, I got Sai 5-star, Zabuza's 5-star, and Kakazu I kind of don't really care about because he's squishy, so he probably will get ignored. I'll get Sasori for now. I think I already have him anyway, so I think I got him somehow. And then Toby, you can 5-star Toby, but right now he's nerfed. So, meh to that. Everything in here is like 5-star because I have nothing to actually use these points on because I finish survival all the time. So once you get to the point of finishing survival, you can worry about either cultivation rooms, but if you somehow need barbecue, which you really shouldn't, then there is that. But this needs to be upgraded to the better version of it right now because this is extremely lacking right now. They need to do something about this. And you have the survival shop, the summon shop, which is basically where you get, you know, your summon coins and stuff like that. You want to work on getting your explosive style runes. Just definitely get that out of the way. It'll definitely help you out because this is power right here. You always want to go into power, so look at your runes to see what's close to level 1 and then buy that particular rune. And you can go ahead and you get you some power, because power is always more useful overall than ninja. You'll get ninja in this game. This game is very giving. Don't ever think that you can just go crazy and not get ninja. The other thing that you also should try to do is you should do group plunder. I always try to do convoy. If you're scared of being attacked, wait till the last hour in convoy. Work out for you pretty good. Make sure that you always do this now because you can have a chance at coupons. And majority of the time, I find in S1, and this is one of the more populated servers, nobody really attacks you all that much. So don't get too scared. But again, if you find that you're being attacked too much, then wait till maybe 2 hours in, or maybe the final hour, and then do your convoy. Make sure you do always your team instance, because the team instance system is a lot of power that you need to actually get into. You have now the 5 natures. As you can see, my 5 natures right now I'm working on going across right here. I have been getting upgrades, so be cautious that when you actually upgrade and go to the next level in power, that you don't keep the 5 nature. So you have to replace the 5 nature, and that's happened to me 3 times now. So I really should just be missing 1 over here, but I had to replace stuff, so I'm pretty much going across. Also pay attention, I don't know if you guys actually noticed this, let me click in here, but the way it works now, like you see I've actually missed 2 times, is you have a certain amount that you can do within a week, and there's not enough attempts in for a whole 7 days. So once you get your attempts in and you do your friend rewards, it's pretty, I believe that's pretty much, that's 30. That's 30? 5 times 6, yeah, it's 30. Which means that the actual last day, you pretty much have a day that you can miss before you want. So pay attention to that. Don't just skip and think, oh, I'll get it next time. Oh, I'll get it next, because that you'll screw yourself. Like, I pretty much need to do this in the week to make sure that I wipe all these out, and then you're done. That's it. You don't get any more sort of team instance stuff, which I kind of don't really understand. That I guess they want to stagger it because there's really nothing else coming after this, which is, I guess that's a little bit sad. But they do have special event team instance that actually comes where you can do special special fights, and you can get special characters and stuff like that. So I don't think we're up to that yet in the story, but we're gonna get to that pretty soon. Let's see what else we talked about. Rank battle. How did I get? Yeah, I always get down to 20 and then get bumped, and I didn't even lose, and I still got bumped. But whatever. Rank battle. What you want to do with rank battle is try to make a trap team. Now you're probably gonna understand you're probably gonna ask me what the hell is a trap team? Okay, this is a trap team right here. This is a trap right here. And the reason why it's called a trap team is because if they attack this team and don't necessarily focus or kill them, this team just continues to grow to get stronger. Kabuto is basically going to buff Kimimaro, and because the way that the game works is they always attack the weaker of the teams, they tend to leave this team alone, and then they leave this team alone too long, where Kabuto basically makes Kimimaro damn near unkillable. And you have Sakura, which if she keeps getting hit and not killed, which is probably a good chance that that'll happen because she's a little bit tanky, she'll have a definite buff of the 5% attack over time, where she just basically throws that slug out on top of things and do 4K crits on entire teams, and that hurts. That's a problem over the course of time if she keeps doing that. And then you have her she can actually heal him to keep him from ever taking damage, and then she protects the main character on top of that, so he just run out and be greedy and do what the hell you want to do. And you see I basically have him with the sword bearer, so even in the first 2 rounds there's not much that they're gonna do to these two, especially with these two back here. Now across from that, if a team has a good enough team, they can cause damage to this team and knock them out early, which will screw me. But yeah, so also what you actually want to do, which is very good for rank battle, is have multiple people who attack multiple targets. Now that's what I have Mei for. Mei attacks, as you can see, 7 opponents, which is pretty good, and then she makes them burn. So if rank battle team does not take Mei out in enough time, she'll actually do a massive amount of damage to the other side. The same thing could be said on this side, where I have the Kazekage Gaara, which as you can see, he hits up to 9. So here's what happens when somebody fights me in ranked battle, they're going to pick somebody, and most likely they're going to pick Hashirama or Sakura. I don't want them to pick Hashirama, but you know, if they do, it's all right, because you see I have a Orochimaru trader right there. So if Hashirama somehow does go down, he's gonna bring him right back as reanimation. So I'm still gonna have that filled out. Also, having him in the 4th slot and not a one of speed, where this is where a low initiative actually helps, because I do this a lot, is manual barriers cancel speed barriers. And what I mean by that is, if you look at passive right here on Gaara's sand style barrier is going to be the total initiative of my team, and those are the automatic barriers, which I totally hate for this particular reason right here. There's going to be barriers out. I know I'm going to have May do her barrier, which I'm fine with, because I don't care about her barrier at that point, and I'm going to have Gaara do his barrier. What ends up happening is I'm basically barrier dancing, and I'm having them all do their barriers, and you actually do get some benefit from them actually doing their barriers initially, so that's fine. But at the end of the day, what I want to actually happen, because I have big hitters within the Konohana Ninja with Sage Naruto, my main character, and then I have Hinata, who I actually want to smack somebody in the face. I have Sakura, who I want to smack somebody in the face. I have Orochimaru, and I have pretty much Hashirama themselves. So I want them all to have that double buff that Hashirama has. Yes, I'm throwing away the other ninja basically, but at the same time, I'm putting a balance out there that's actually hard to handle. So on the other side, you also have people who are going to be doing their speed barriers and everything else. And what basically am I having happen right here is I'm actually making the speed barriers and the initiative barriers be canceled, which I want to be canceled, because most people are going to have newer ninja right now, and I want that shit to be gone. I do not want to deal with people's barriers. So I want Hashirama 4th and not fast, which I don't put the initiative high on 4th character for this exact reason, because I want him to be fucking last. I want him to be last. I want him to do it last. So when he actually comes out and they don't stun him or stop him, and it works the same way in normal fights with the four man, because the last person with the low initiative, I want him to be absolutely last, so he goes out there and I force the people to actually hit him. I actually forced it, like, okay, you want to stop my tree world? Okay, now you're not going to hit Sage Naruto. Now you're not going to hit my main, and now you're not going to hit Sakura, so they can basically do what the hell they want to the next round. It's basically a trap. So you have to choose who you're going to stop. And if you choose to not stop Sage Naruto, then he's going to have the god of, pretty much he's going to have his Rasen Shuriken on top of that with his ninja god, with Hashirama's ninja god buff, which means he's probably going to crit you for 4 to 5k on everybody in your team, which that's just strat. That's how I want to do it. That's how I roll, and it's the same way in the ranked battle. That's the meaning behind it. Again, this is freely for the casual people. Pay to win is a different strategy for pay to win, because pay to win could do different things. But as far as people who don't necessarily have the fastest speed and the power teams off that, you have to be a bit smarter and play smarter. That's what I'm doing with this. I'm playing smarter because I don't necessarily have the power and the ninja to play above the rim. So you have to play smarter. Alright, so make sure you do your treasures. You got to do your treasures, because treasures I even get seal scrolls from doing treasures. I get also the seal ninja that you actually awaken when you do the treasures is also pretty good too. Alright, and I told you guys in here to show you where I was getting these from. Alright, so I ended up getting a lot of these from this particular event, the time limited ninja, and it's cool because this is all power. When you don't have the money to spend on everything, pick and choose what ninja you want to go after. If you necessarily want to go after Great Ninja War Tenshin, which is an excellent ninja to go after, then what I would suggest for you is just go after that piece by piece. Like, get 20 pieces, per event, and then you piece it together and stuff like that. But if not, I would ignore all of this and then go strictly for this medium refinement rune, so you can get all your medium refines. But like, you want to get 100 of these if at all possible. But you see, I've been doing it majority. I haven't done anything else, and I only got 41. That's fine, but 41 is enough. But you kind of want to max all this out, because this is the cheaper way of getting the medium refinement. So definitely you want to do that. Wheel of Fortune is kind of a gamble, and it's always, the Wheel of Fortune is basically all about the hardcore people actually spending. So you probably won't necessarily be really too much caring about that. But again, I did manage to somehow get Conan with actually, like, this is about like what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 tries. So that's 210 ingots, and I got a Conan and all the rest of the stuff out. So that's not that bad to get a free Conan. 210 ingots. So you also want to pay attention to this. This would be a good time if you are unloading as a casual. If you are unloading, then unload during this. I still don't kind of like this, to be honest with you. I think that this should be more. They should give you more of a benefit on top of this. I think this is a little bit cheap, but I'll deal with it. So yeah, the New Year's festival, definitely pay attention to stuff like this. It's just, as a casual, you have no leeway. You have to pay attention to everything. All right, just pay attention to everything. I did not want to make this as long as it is, but it's kind of, I have to explain everything. Now here in this event, I went after the seal scrolls, as you can see, and then I went after the stamina potions, just to keep pushing my EXP along. I kind of ignored data. I ignored this because I need more of the other ones. I need this. These purification runes, you get a lot of them. You actually get a lot of them, like, of course, of events and stuff like that. So I'm not really worried about that right now. And I'm not that worried about the summoning scroll. All right. So more in line, like I said, just to wrap this up, pay attention every week. You have plenty of YouTubers like myself, like FG, like Kaiser, Swiggy Swag, Dripsha, Iron Soup. You got plenty of people out there who are giving you opinions. Watch everybody, and what you should really do after you watch everybody is take everybody's advice into consideration, and then make your opinion your final decision, not my final decision, not anybody else's final decision. Just take us as a blueprint and go out there and figure out what's best for you and your team, because we can't tell you what to do with your team, and we're not the same luck as you. Like, my luck is different from other people. Like, I'm very lucky overall in this game as far as North America and China, but in some areas I'm just not. Like, I'm not lucky when it comes to the summons, like getting all the summons. Like, I'm not lucky with that at all, and I wasn't lucky with, say, Naruto. Like, it took forever to get that. But I got tons of other ninja, like, easily, and people who are like dog. Like, there's some people who can't get Mei, and the Mei was like literally the first rare at 60 that I got. So it's very random, and it's not like you can't ever say, oh, well, spin. Like, that's not the case majority of the time. The game is set up for you to actually spin, but it definitely won't be 100% thing. It'll be a higher rate, but definitely not 100% thing. So just keep all that in mind. And the next video you're going to see is basically going to be for the pay to win people, which is, I got to get it out of my head too. The hardcore people. This is for the casuals. Casuals, have fun with it. Just enjoy the game, because actually the game is moving more towards your side right now than it is towards the hardcore side. So keep that in mind, that that it's actually going to be benefiting you more now. It's just the nature of this game. Unless North America does something different and alters the code or something like that, which I don't even think they have permission to do, but unless they do something different, this game, as you see in China, is going to start leaning more towards the casual side than the hardcore side. So that's just something to have in your head for the future, and I will catch you guys next video. Peace.